Barbie owes her global recognition to Ruth Handler, a woman who revolutionized the doll industry in 1959. Until then, most dolls were marketed towards young girls and depicted as babies, leaving older girls without many options. Barbie was different. She was an adult doll with a voluptuous figure, blonde hair, and stunning wardrobe. While some feminists criticized Barbie for promoting objectification and unrealistic beauty standards, the doll ultimately had a positive impact on young girls. Barbie encouraged them to dream big and pursue any career they desired, breaking away from traditional gender roles. Ruth Handler, the mastermind behind Barbie, was a trailblazer in her own right, inspiring women to pursue their passions and shatter glass ceilings. Ruth Handler was born on November 4, 1916, in Denver, Colorado to Jacob and Ida Moscow, who were Russian Jewish immigrants. During her high school years, she met Elliot Handler, whom she later married. In 1938, the couple moved to Los Angeles, where Elliot co-founded a company with Harold Matson. Combining their last names, they named the company Mattel. However, their first product was not a toy, but rather wooden picture frames. Despite this, Elliot didn't let the excess wooden scraps go to waste. He used them to make miniature furniture for dollhouses, and soon, the doll furniture business became a success. Matson, however, sold his half of the company to Elliot, thinking that the business was going to fail. It was then that Ruth became a co-owner of the company, joining her husband. Mattel eventually pivoted to selling toys, with their first popular item being the Yuka-Doodle, a toy ukulele. This success led to the launch of a line of musical toys for children, although it was only the beginning of their future achievements. The Handlers' luck continued into the mid-1950s. In 1955, they acquired the rights to produce Mickey Mouse Club merchandise, boosting the Mattel brand's presence nationwide and paving the way for cross-promotional toy marketing. The same year, they also released the Burp Gun, a fully automatic toy cap gun that was patented. However, it was in 1959 that Mattel made its biggest breakthrough, forever transforming the toy industry. Ruth Handler, while brainstorming toy ideas, observed her daughter Barbara and her friends playing with paper dolls, pretending to be cheerleaders, college students, and career women. This inspired Handler to create a toy that would allow children to dream about their future. Handler shared her concept with Mattel designers, proposing a doll that would look like an adult woman, complete with curves, rather than the typical cherubic baby doll marketed to young girls to play the role of mother. Initially skeptical, some designers believed it impossible to make such a doll. Handler was unwavering in her vision. In an interview with the New York Times, she stated, "Every little girl needed a doll through which to project herself into her dream of her future. If she was going to do role-playing of what she would be like when she was 16 or 17, it was a little stupid to play with a doll that had a flat chest. So I gave it beautiful breasts." During a family trip to Switzerland, Handler stumbled upon a doll named Built Lily, a racy German novelty doll modeled after a comic strip character who worked as a high-end call girl. While Handler knew she couldn't market Built Lily to children, the doll's design was exactly what she had been looking for. Handler purchased the doll and brought it back to America to show the Mattel designers. On March 9, 1959, Mattel introduced their new doll, Barbie, a teenage fashion model, at the Toy Fair in New York. 2 years later, they introduced Barbie's boyfriend, Ken. According to her autobiography, Dream Doll, The Ruth Handler Story, Handler's whole philosophy of Barbie was that through the doll, the little girl could be anything she wanted to be. Barbie always represented the fact that a woman has choices. Throughout the 1970s, Barbie underwent various transformations. She rocked a Jackie Kennedy hairdo, befriended colored Francie during the civil rights movement, and pursued a career as a doctor, astronaut, and veterinarian. Handler faced criticism from feminist groups for Barbie's unrealistic body proportions, with measurements of 39-21-33 that would have been nearly impossible for a real woman. In addition, in 1978, Handler and other Mattel officers faced charges of fraud and false reporting to the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, for trying to manipulate stock prices. Despite this controversy, Handler found a new calling after her departure from Mattel. As a breast cancer survivor herself, she recognized the need for prosthetic breasts specifically designed for each side of the body. This led her to invent Nearly Me, a foam and silicone artificial breast. Handler became a strong advocate for early detection of breast cancer and breast cancer research, and was confident enough in her product that she would often show it off to reporters during interviews. Handler battled cancer again in her 80s, and complications from surgery ultimately led to her passing on April 27, 2002, at the age of 85. However, her legacy lives on through the doll she created, Barbie, who has inspired generations of women and will undoubtedly continue to do so.